Viewer discretion is advised. The Houston Police Department said they will continue to work with the Harris County District Attorney's Office and other partners to ensure everyone responsible for Malia's death is held responsible. HPD will not rest until justice is served in this case. There are rising concerns that the people responsible for Malia's death will somehow get off because of some loophole in the law. I can assure you that these two murderers will not get off. When the Houston Police Department said that they will continue to work with the Harris County District Attorney's Office and other partners, that includes Cornel X. I can remember 3 other cases where someone was murdered and they could not find the suspects. And Cornel X was able to find the suspects and get a confession and get them turned in. Like the guy, Derion Vence, who killed a Houston police officer. There was another case when Miss Tanisha Stewart was killed by her boyfriend. The man chopped the woman up and put her body in a barbecue pit. Cornel X was able to get this guy to confess to the killings. Randy Sylvester Sr. This man killed his children and dumped their bodies on the side of the train tracks. Cornel X was able to go in and get this guy as well. The people I've just mentioned were all found guilty and did time and is doing time because of the testimony of Cornel X. So I am positive that what was said to Cornel X by Derion Vence will be upheld in a court of law. Cornel X said that Derion Vence isn't the only one who knew where Malia's body was dumped. And he does believe that at least one other person knew. I knew that from the beginning. Remember, it's reported that he was dropped off at the hospital. And it was also reported that his brother packed up and went back to St. Louis soon after Malia's disappearance. Brittany and Derion, it seems, ran their mouth just a little too much and gave up too much information that they really wanted hid. Now the unethical attorneys for Derion Vence are scrambling, trying to find some type of loophole to get this maggot off the hook. Derion Vence's court-appointed attorney has filed a subpoena to have Cornel X's cell phone records examined. I am wondering, has anyone looked at the cell phone records of Brittany Barnes and Derion Vence and their family members? See, because what is upsetting to me is that everyone, it seems, is trying to save the life of Brittany or Derion. But no one's concerned about Malia and her life that was lost. These two maggots can speak for themselves, but who's going to speak for Malia? It is up to us. I knew that eventually, from all the lies and gibberish that has been coming from Derion Vence, his mental health will be questioned. And it is nothing more than a plot. Wednesday morning, a court order was filed for Derion Vence to undergo a mental health or intellectual disability assessment. A legal analyst went on to say that, can this guy even assist in his own defense? Or is he so out of it that he doesn't even know what he's doing? The guy knows exactly what he's doing. This is a well thought out plan. He will be unsuccessful with the stupid things he's said and done. Quite naturally, someone is going to question his mind. So I'm looking for them to try to make a plea for insanity. Derion Vence's court-appointed attorney just may file a motion to have the trial moved out of Harris County. That is why I am working so diligently to make this the most known case of all time. I don't want this maggot to have anywhere to hide. So no matter where they move the case, he will be known. With all the lies that Derion Vence has told thus far, how can we believe anything this guy says? He said that he did not kill Malia, but he dumped the body. He said nothing bad happened, but you put the child in a trash bag and dumped on the side of the road. You said you loved Malia, and again, you put the child in a trash bag and dumped her on the side of the road. You said you didn't kill Malia. Well, please tell us, who did? I've heard someone say that the Houston police were in Arkansas days before the body of Malia was found. That doesn't change a thing. And as I said earlier, no one is seeking justice for Malia. You're either trying to save Brittany Barnes or you're trying to save Derion Vence. But I haven't heard anyone speak up for Malia Davis. What has happened to her? It's become obvious that Brittany's family nor Derion's family cares. If Derion Vence was actually the fall guy, I think it's time that he should come forward and say that. If Brittany Barnes was the one that actually killed the child, he should say that. I want to see the flight records that proves Brittany Barnes went to Massachusetts. What time did she catch her flight? And what time did she return? With all this homeland security, I'm quite sure that they have surveillance footage of her entering and her leaving. We need to see that. Because that's the only way that I can feel that Brittany will be caught. Because it's obvious that Derion is not going to give her up. One thing about the police department, they don't disclose everything they know. They let out little bits and pieces. Because I was wondering, since they have all the surveillance footage of Derion Vence, I have not seen any of Brittany Bowens leaving the apartment or coming to the apartment. So I'm quite sure they do have some footage that they are just not releasing to the public. And as I said, this is the quiet before the storm. They are hardly even talking about Brittany Bowens. But before it's all over with, her name is going to ring loud. Say what you want about Cornel X, but he has been very successful at locating these monsters and getting them to admit the wrong that they have done, and was able to get these murderers convicted and sent to prison. I don't envision him losing now. What was told to him will be upheld. It may seem as if I'm going hard at Derion and Brittany, but what I am seeking is what everyone else is seeking. That is the truth. And I am seeking justice to be served for Malia. I am praying that this will not be a long, drawn-out trial, but a swift and speedy trial. When Malia's autopsy report comes in, what will it say? Will it say that the body has been burned? Will it say that the bleach has been poured over the body? Will it say that the child was beaten before she was killed, raped? The only outcome that should come in this case is that Brittany and Derion should be found guilty of murder. Whenever they have the memorial for Malia, I would very much like to attend. And when the trial starts for Derion and Brittany, I would definitely be in attendance. Because I just got to see you people get what you gave to Malia. Derion Vence is from out of town. When you are riding into Texas, the sign says, "Don't mess with Texas." And that includes our children. And you're going to find out what happens when you do mess with Texas.